What's going on, guys? It's your boy Amin here doing a brand new gameplay to this channel. This is a domination gameplay on the map Jungle. This is a Black Ops 1 gameplay. But anyways, I know I haven't been posting videos in a while. So, yeah, I've been busy lately with school and working out. It's hard to find time to make videos and play Call of Duty. I haven't really been playing that much. That's why this is kind of an old gameplay. But anyways, in this commentary, I'm going to be talking about my mock draft. If you watch the NFL draft, if you pay attention to football, I'm going to be doing the first 15 picks in the NFL draft who I believe will get selected by each team. Let's start off at number 1 with the Kansas City Chiefs. I believe that they will go with Luke Joeckel, offensive tackle, Texas A&M. Now that they have Alex Smith, I believe that they need to solidify the offensive line so they could go back to how the 49ers ran the offense with Alex Smith, just ground and pound to make him manage the game, not make him make too many throws, because he's a good decision maker. So I believe that they will just get that offensive tackle because they might let go of Brandon Albert, but if they do keep Brandon Albert, they could switch Joeckel to the right side. And yeah, then they could just do the old ground and pound, play action pass, all that stuff that they used to do with Alex Smith in San Francisco. Number 2, Jacksonville Jaguars. I believe that they will go Eric Fisher, offensive tackle, Central Michigan. They do need to solidify that offensive line. They have Eugene Monroe on the left tackle, so they can move him to the right tackle. Because I do believe that they have a quarterback in Blaine Gabbert. He is a good quarterback. They didn't pick him number 1 overall for no reason, like 3 years ago. But people say that he's really bad, but he isn't. He's just on a terrible team. He had no weapons. They did draft I don't remember his name, a receiver last year in the first round. He didn't have that much productivity. Hopefully this season will be different. And yeah, they just need to solidify the offensive line for him and Maurice Jones-Drew. Number 3, the Oakland Raiders. This is a tough pick because it's hard to see because they have so many holes. You don't know if they don't have secondary or not, but I'm gonna go secondary. I believe that they should pick D. Milner, cornerback, Alabama. They do not have that one good corner that they used to have with Nani Asamoah. They do need to solidify their secondary. They have 2 good safeties with Michael Huff and Trevon Branch. I think that's the name. So yeah, they could use a good corner and really solidify that offensive line. Not the offensive line, that defensive back. And yeah, I do believe that they also do need to get a defensive tackle to fill in for Richard Seymour, but I do believe that they could get that in the 2nd round, 3rd round. So yeah, D. Milner, cornerback, Alabama, good 6-foot tall corner. That's the 3rd pick in the draft. Number 4, the Eagles. I believe that they will pick Deion Jordan, defensive end, Oregon. Is a good long corner, good long defensive end, 6'6", could rush the passer, could play the run. People speculate that he does need to put on at least 15 to 20 pounds to play in the NFL, so he could be more stout at playing the run. And he does also know Chip Kelly from Oregon, and they do need to get some pass rush. Number 5. I would say the Lions would pick D. Milner, but if he is off the board, I don't really know what they picked the offensive tackle last year in Riley Reef, who turned out to be pretty good. I think they could either go running back or corner again, or linebacker. But who I'm gonna pick for them is Jarvis Jones, outside linebacker, Georgia. Good pass rusher and good situational player. He could play the pass, could play the run. He's just a good overall linebacker. So yeah, 5th overall pick, Jarvis Jones, Georgia. Number 6 with the Cleveland Browns. I think they'll go Cordarrelle Patterson, wide receiver out of Tennessee. He's a good 6'2" receiver. They need some help for their young quarterback, Brandon Weeden. He did not have any weapons last year besides his running back, Trent Richardson. So yeah, a good receiver. This guy has speed, and he has good height, 6'2". He can make some plays. Number 7, the Arizona Cardinals. I will select Geno Smith, quarterback, West Virginia. The the Cardinals do not have their starting quarterback for next year on their roster. Both of them are very inconsistent, and yeah, they just tend to make bad decisions and mess up the games. Just like how they started off 4-0 and then they finished like 5-9. So yeah, a good quarterback, Geno Smith, very athletic, can make all the throws, and he's a good 6'2". Number 8, the Buffalo Bills. Last year they picked a corner in Stephon Gilmore. This year I believe that I think they should pick Matt Barkley, quarterback, Southern California. If the Cardinals do take Geno Smith, I believe that Matt Barkley is the next best quarterback, and they do need to fill that position for their football team. Let's see, number 9, the Jets. I believe that they will go defensive end. I say Borgen Warner. I don't know how to say his name. Defensive end, Florida State. He's a good 6'3". People say he could be the next J.J. Watt, play that inside defensive end on a 3-34 defense, and that is what the Jets run. Either him or Barkevius Mingo, outside linebacker. He's a good 6'4". I think he could play the outside linebacker in the 34 defense that they run, and he's a really good pass rusher. So either one of those guys, and the Jets, they should be satisfied. Because last year they did pick Quentin Coples in the middle, so yeah, they just need some pass rush. Number 10, the Tennessee Titans. I do think that they do need to help out Jake Locker with some weapons. But they just drafted Kendall Wright out of Baylor last year, and they do have Kenny Britt. I think that's pretty good for them. But with their pick, I would go offensive line. And I think that they'll pick Lane Johnson, offensive tackle, Oklahoma. A good offensive tackle, and very tough, 6'6", prototypical size. That's play for 10+ years. The San Diego Chargers, they definitely need to go offensive tackle. It's just a decision on which one to pick, because this is a very good offensive line draft. And I believe that I think they'll pick Jonathan Cooper, offensive guard, North Carolina, or they could pick. Let's see, I'm looking at the draft right now. I think that's Jonathan Cooper, or they could wait and get DJ Fluker out of Alabama. DJ Fluker is an offensive tackle. I think that's their most needed position. So I think that's who they should pick, because their offensive line was really bad last year. Rivers was one of the most sacked quarterbacks. So I think you pick either one of those offensive linemen and you'll be satisfied. At number 12, the Dolphins. I think they do need some weapons for Ryan Tannehill. So I think that they should get Tavon Austin, wide receiver, West Virginia. But I'm not sure if that will be likely. He might be off the draft board already, and I also don't think that that's a very good fit. But they do need to fill that receiver position. But I think that they should get Tyler Eifert, tight end out of Notre Dame, 6'6". He'd be a good target for Ryan Tannehill for 10+ years. Unless they could get a better receiver, but I'm looking at the draft board right now, and in the first round there's not that many good receivers. And Patterson, the receiver out of Tennessee, he'll be gone by the time that they pick. So yeah, tight end Tyler Eifert, Notre Dame. Number 13, the Buccaneers. I think that they need to go defensive back, because their secondary was the worst in the league last year when it came to the pass. So I think Xavier Rhodes, Florida State, good 6'2", 210-pound corner, really helped them out in the secondary, because their secondary is also getting old. Rondé Barber, he's about to retire soon. Number 14, the Panthers. This is a team that I believe picks Tavon Austin, West Virginia. He's only a 5'9", 174 receiver, but he is a good mismatch receiver. So put him in the slot. He could play like a Wes Welker, but I think he is faster than Wes Welker. So yeah, he would be a really good player for their offense. But I do also think that they do need to get a big receiver, like a 6'4", but they could get that later in the rounds.